Hi and welcome to Sunshine and Rainbow Tarot. I'm Sunshine and today we are doing a pick a card reading to look into what messages are coming to you from the Divine Spirit. Now it seems like these are the messages that are so meant for you right now in this very moment. So I have pulled some oracle cards and it's a combination of different oracle decks that I've used here today. So we are going to look into what divine messages are coming to you right now from the Divine Spirit. It's your angelic realm, your divine spirit guides, ascended masters, whichever form of divine spirit you believe in. So we will look into that through these three different piles here. First of all, if you're new to my channel, thank you very much for stopping by. These are general readings, so just take what resonates with you and dump the rest. And if you are a current subscriber returning to watch this video, thank you so much. Your kind support is what motivates me to keep doing more and more of such videos. So not taking much of your time, let's look at the piles. We have pile 1 here with this flower pot which says happy. This is pile 1. Then we have pile 2 with this another flower pot which has hearts over here. This is pile 2. And then we have pile 3 with another flower pot which says friend. Now you may want to take a pause, take a deep breath, even pause your video if you need more time. Listen to your intuition and pick the deck which is most resonating with you. 1, 2, 3 to choose. Listen to your intuition and listen to what is it that your divine spirit is wanting to bring to you in this very moment. With that, let's get started. Hi, those of you who chose pile 1 with a happy flower pot. So let's look into what are the divine messages coming to you from your divine spirit. So we have this beautiful card from the Yogic Path oracle deck which says Tantra, followed by another card from the same deck which says Sattva. And then from the Moonology deck, we have the full moon in Capricorn which says the end of a tough cycle approaches. And then from the Mystical Wisdom, we have potential, think big for your future. And then we have a postcard from Spirit which I will read towards the end. We'll keep it here, parked here, until we finish off the messages that have come from these cards. Okay, so pile 1 people with these cards here, we have Tantra, which is the Shiva and Parvati card from the Hindu mythology, and it's talking about the divine masculine and the divine feminine over here. And it's giving that energy of the merging of these two energies within you. So the divine masculine is the Shiva part and the Shakti part is of the divine feminine. And it seems like you're feeling whole and complete as you're letting go of things that are no longer serving your purpose. And if you look at it, the time that you are watching this and I am recording this, we are headed towards a full moon, although that's a full moon in Aquarius. But then you are getting a full moon in Capricorn over here which says the end of a tough cycle approaches. So it could be that a lot of you, first of all, it could be that you have Capricorn in your chart very prominently. But that is only for a few of you. It's not necessarily that it would be the case, but then it seems like you have been going through tough situations in the past, be it in your work life or about your plans not coming to fruition, although you've been giving it your best effort. So this card over here is actually a message coming to you that you are headed towards the end of a tough cycle. You are letting go of things that have not worked in your favor, or situations or people who are not adding value to your life. You're letting go of them finally, because here we have the Tantra card, which is talking about your divine feminine and masculine coming into merging together, allowing you to feel very whole and complete from within. You're not depending on another person to bring you the happiness or bring you the achievement that you so desire or have worked towards or have made plans towards. So all these cards are actually hinting towards you coming into your own power as you're letting go of things, situations, people, thoughts, actions which are not working in your favor. You're allowing yourself to grow from the experiences that you've had in the past, and you are feeling very strong from within, with this Tantra card here, and with the Sattva card over here, and the third eye here, and this whiteness, the purity. Sattva is all about purity. So this is also talking about your own power that is being unleashed from within, which is helping you look at your own divine self, your own inner potential, to achieve all that you've set out for yourself. There are no blockages anymore, as you are ready to let go of all those blockages. There are no blockages anymore that will prevent you from moving forward into a time wherein you can see your own potential. Now this card is so beautifully showing here in the crystal ball. There's a lot of beautiful scenery here in the base of this crystal ball, and there's an angel here who's releasing a dove. And it seems like this child here, when this child is looking into this crystal ball, it seems like he or she is the one who's seeing themselves as so liberated that they're ready to let go of all the inhibitions and restrictions that they would have put on them through cultural upbringing or through society's rules and norms, and they had been really putting themselves into a shell and not allowing themselves to expand. And that is you, that is the child here. But now when you're looking into this crystal ball, it seems like you have those liberated wings that can allow you to expand as well as release that energy into the world to bring a lot of peace into the world. So it feels like Spirit really wants you to know that you have immense potential. There's no need to pull back, and if you are in a restricted in a restrictive kind of environment when it comes to your workplace, or you are in a relationship which is not adding any sort of value to the kind of beliefs that you have or the kind of respect that you have for yourselves, then you need to release those things from your life. You need to come out of that relationship, you need to come out of that workplace which is prohibiting you from moving forward to your utmost potential. And with the potential card here, Spirit is wanting you to think big for your future. You cannot just really contract yourself, as you have an immense energy. If you look at this crystal ball and the beautiful lights coming out of it in shades of yellow, pink, blue, purple, this is the immense energy of your aura. So you cannot stop yourself, you cannot club yourself or contract yourself anymore. Now it's time for you to release any sort of pressures through relationships, through workplace, through feeling low of yourself, not feeling worthy. Just stop doing all that and let go of those feelings or those people around you who stop you from expanding, because these two cards are very strong over here, the Sattva and Tantra cards, that you are coming into your own power, realizing your own potential, respecting your divine masculine and divine feminine. Divine feminine is all about creativity and flow and going with the flow, and divine masculine is about force, about power and your own vigor. So as you're bringing these two together, there's nothing stopping you. You're feeling very pure from within and really very connected. It could be that your third eye chakra is pulsating a lot nowadays, or in some cases it could even be the higher chakras, the crown chakra, which is pulsating a lot, or you're having divine visions about your own self and about where is it that you're wanting to reach. So you could be having a very beautiful divine connection nowadays, and maybe that is why you're also pulled towards this video to know what more messages is divine spirit wanting to send over to you. So pile one people, this purity is like the ultimate purity, and along with the Tantra card, there's no stopping you from really getting that and understanding the message that it is the end of the tough cycle that you have been going through all this while. And there's a lot of potential within you. Think big for your future and allow yourself to expand, allow yourself to use that potential so beautifully that you actually contribute to the world also through your healing abilities, which some of you have in yourself, as well as through the kind of work that you do. You want to send out peace into the world. You're not here just to do something to earn money and then just get your bread and butter and then it's done. No, it's you have a larger life purpose than that. So do listen to that inner voice of yours. And if you look at this card, I'm very much attracted towards the brightness that this child is filled with as this angel sends a dove towards this child. So the whole area of this child's face has been illuminated, and there are different fairies around this child who are also getting attracted to this beautiful, immense, enigmatic and magnetic aura that this child actually has and did not really realize it. So that's you, pile one people. You did not realize it for so long that this is what you are worth. This is the power and the aura, that magnetism that you have about yourself, and it's such a pure aura that it is going to attract all the purity from the universe, from the cosmos into your life, and that is going to help you really move forward. So now with that, let's also look into the divine message, the postcard from Spirit. So I'm going to read that out to you. It says, "Dear you, what is true for you? Can you be impeccable with your word? Sure you can, as long as it's not used to manipulate others. The truth can set everyone free. Let go of the results, let go of your fears, and allow the truth to empower you and others." So that is coinciding so well with this potential card. Let go of the results, let go of your fears, and allow the truth to empower you and others. This will set into motion a kind of change that will be supportive of you and loving and all kinds of prosperous. This is not a time to compromise and hide your truth from others. Whatever it is you want, go for it and be clear in your motives, especially with yourself. You will be so happy you did. This is a time where you will tap into the power to co-create and manifest your best life. And that is with the Sattva card and the Tantra cards over here, that this is a time where you will tap into the power to co-create and manifest your best life. Doesn't that feel amazing? And the results, miraculous. When you tell the truth and ask the same of others, you can learn a lot from life's bountiful lessons and achieve your dreams. Love you always. So that's such a beautiful message here from Spirit, that you have to let go of the fears, you have to let go of the results or that waiting energy or that lack energy, and allow for truth to empower you and others. And you have to spread your energy with to others actually. And it is a time where you need to also tap into your own power, because you are co-creating right now as you are approaching the end of a tough cycle. So yeah, it's a very awesome time that you're getting into, and I'm very glad that you came here to listen to these divine messages, to get these divine messages from Spirit. And I thank Spirit for choosing me to be the messenger to deliver these messages to you. So yeah, pile 1 people, think big for your future, and you are doing really well. So with that, I send you a lot of love, light and healing. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, click on the subscribe button and the bell icon for further notifications of future uploads and updates to the channel. And also, if you need a personal reading with me, you can DM me via my Facebook, Instagram and Twitter handles. The details of all that are mentioned in the description box of this video and all other videos on my channel. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up and share with others, as well as leave your comments. It helps me to get to know you better. And also with that, I feel those are the messages that were so meant for you. So pile 1 people, I send you a lot of love, light and healing. Take very good care of yourself. It's a powerful time for you. Thank you. Until we meet again. Bye-bye. Hi and welcome pile 2 people who chose the flower pot with the hearts on it. So let's look into the divine messages from your divine spirit. Now this is from the Yogic Path Oracle. The first card is Ahimsa, which is non-violence, followed by Lalita Tripura Sundari. That's the name of goddess. Then we have Moonology card, which says a personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. Then from the Mystical Wisdom, we have Face Your Fears, release the power of fear. And in the end, we'll read this postcard from Spirit. So let's look into what's happening here with you, pile 2 people. What divine messages are coming to you from Spirit? Okay, so let's look into, so with these pile 2, I'm getting from this full moon in Cancer, I'm getting a feeling. First of all, the full moon in Cancer is something which means that the emotions are running really high and you're very sensitive right now. Majority of you who are watching this pile, you could be very sensitive right now, and you might be like just getting hurt or getting angry, yelling at others, or maybe getting into verbal fights with family members. The emotional energy is quite sensitive right now, and it's very high because of this full moon in Cancer that we're getting here. But then since it says a personal issue reaches resolution, you're also reaching the point wherein all these things are going to get resolved slowly. But the thing that you need to take care of right now is your own emotions and how you relate to people in your family or in your friend circle, because usually those are the people who actually trigger us the most. It is a hard fact of life, but then the people who are closest to us are the ones who trigger us the most with very, I would say, sometimes petty things, but then those are petty for them, but they could be a big deal for us who reacts to them, who react to them, as well as who express our discomfort with their actions. So you could be in that kind of zone right now, wherein little things are triggering you, and you are feeling very uncomfortable with that energy, but then that is what you're going through. So don't worry, because you are reaching the end of those things. Plus there is a personal issue which needs resolution, and that is where this card is very prominent. It says you are reaching resolution, but at the same time you need to face your fears. You need to release the power of fear that is not letting you come out of that energy of fear. You need to release that energy of fear. Fear cannot have power over you. So you are being asked to face your fears, not run away from them, not be an escapist. Really face your fears and overcome them in the most harmonious, beautiful and peaceful and compassionate manner, because this full moon in Cancer is also talking about a lot of compassion right now that is needed in you because of whatever triggers are happening emotionally. And at the same time, the Ahimsa card also makes a lot of sense here, because Ahimsa is all about non-violence. And if you look at this card, there are two mirror images of a lion here, and there's the third eye over here. And then it seems like in a meditative pose, this person is releasing all the negative energy and all worries and fears into the divine cosmos, into the divine universe, to the divine higher spirit, allowing for only the peaceful, compassionate and positive energy to flow back from the universe into this person. So if you look at this card very carefully, it seems like the root chakra and upwards, the cleansing is happening as you release all your fears and negative energies into the universe and let go of that anger, fear and sadness, whatever negative emotions are running high right now. So the divine spirit is wanting you to release all that negative energy from your aura so that a lot of positivity can flow into you. And from this Lalita Tripura Sundari card also, I am getting a feeling because this goddess is talking about the Shakti part or the divine feminine part, which is talking about the erotic side of spirituality, wherein you should not be suppressing your sexual energies at this time because of whatever cultural limitations that have been programmed into your aura in a patriarchal system, not being able to celebrate your own sexuality, not being able to celebrate yourself as a woman, or not being able to celebrate your divine femininity just because the society doesn't approve of it or thinks of it as a taboo. So that could also be one of the reasons for some of you watching this pile too, that is leaving you very suppressed, and the way you are reacting is through anger, because you're not being allowed to celebrate your femininity, you're not being allowed to enjoy the divine feminine part of your being in this world, to an extent that it's leading you to really suppress your emotions, really project it in the form of negative energies through yelling at others or angry with others or not talking to them for a long time. And it could also be that in a relationship this is what is going on right now, that the divine femininity is not being expressed, and that is causing discomfort in the relationship. So the divine spirit is wanting you to get this message that it is absolutely fine to experience your own sensuality or sexuality. That doesn't mean that you are not a spiritual person. If you want to celebrate your own body, if you want to celebrate your own sensual feelings, that doesn't mean you are not a spiritual being. In fact, part of spirituality is actually to allow for the divine masculine and the divine feminine to reach its heights, reach its peak, and that is going to happen as you elevate in your spiritual experiences. So allow for those experiences to come. Do not tag yourself or do not judge yourself and others, and allow for those beautiful feelings of sensuality to come into your aura, as well as allow to let go of any fears associated with this aspect of your aura, or the highly sensitive time that you're going through emotionally. Allow for all feelings of lack and fear associated with it to be let go from your auras. And how you're going to allow that is by facing your fears, not by ignoring them or running away from them or escaping from them. You ought to face your fears in order to overcome them. You cannot be sleeping over them or just ignoring them. And how your actions are helping you overcome that is actually going to be connected to what kind of feelings first of all you have, because those feelings are then going to transform into actions, and those actions are then going to be visible in your environment. So yeah, listen to whatever feelings you're getting right now, and also let go of any fears by facing those fears, and bring in a lot of compassion for yourself and others. Do not just react immediately. And if there is some sort of restriction to your femininity, whether you're a male watching this or a female watching this, if your divine feminine is being contracted or being suppressed in a relationship, then it seems like you need to talk about it to your partner, or you need to, if you're single, then you need to look into why are you suppressing it, or why are you being asked to suppress it, and then face that thing as well and overcome it in the most compassionate manner for yourself and others. So with that, let's look into what's the postcard here. It says, I'll read it out here. Dear you, human beings spend a huge percentage of life asleep, not just in bed, but the kind where you forget you are a spiritual, immortal being taking on a temporary human form. It's not your fault. Everyone suffers from spiritual amnesia once in a while. As you develop an identity and ego, you begin to see through the eyes of a small self and have less connection to your soul self. You may not recognize this is going on, but you sure can feel it. And that is what I'm getting from this Lalita Tripura Sundari card here, that you are just thinking of yourself as a human form and having a spiritual sleep right now, not respecting or allowing the divine feminine to grow. We are here to remind you to look through your soul's eyes and see that the magic is everywhere. Infinite potential lies in spirit, who is teaming up with you to fulfill the contract you made to contribute to the evolution of the whole world. Wake up and remember that all the help you need is orchestrated in the invisible realms. Your mind, in alignment with the divine intelligence, is unstoppable. The world is yours to co-create. You are so loved and we are all behind you. Such a beautiful and strong, powerful message from Divine Spirit for you, Pile 2 people. Do not stop yourself. Do not let your logical mind let you suppress all that is divine within you. Listen to your inner voice. Stand up for who you are and face your fears. Bring in a lot of compassion into your life. Respect your sexuality, your sensuality, and express it the way you want it. Of course, keeping in consideration that you are not abusing anybody else by expressing your sensuality. And also just cleanse your chakras, because I'm getting that feeling from root till the third eye chakra. As you start doing that cleansing, and we are approaching a full moon in Aquarius, although you've got the highly sensitive full moon in Cancer, just do that cleansing to allow yourself to experience the beauty of your spiritual being even more. So those are the messages for you, pile 2 people. If you did resonate with them, leave me a thumbs up by liking this video, share with others, as well as leave me your comments. They really help me to get to know you better. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, do click on the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you get further notifications of future uploads and updates to the channel. And if you want a personal reading with me, DM me via my Facebook, Instagram or Twitter handles. Information for all that is mentioned in the description box of this video and all other videos. With that, I leave you with a lot of love, light and healing, pile 2 people, and we will see each other again in another video. Until we meet again, bye-bye. Hi and welcome to pile 3 people who chose this friend flower pot over here. So let's look into what are the divine messages that are so meant for you right here, right now. So we're going to look into the different oracle cards here. So starting off with the Yogic Path oracle deck. The first card is Kriya. Kriya is action, it's a Sanskrit word. And then we have the goddess Kali over here. And from the Moonology deck, we have new moon in Pisces. Meditate and contemplate. And from the mystical wisdom, we have intuition. Trust your intuition. That's a beautiful card. And I'll read the postcard from Spirit later on. So, okay, let's look into what's happening here. Pile 3 people. So pile 3 people, some of you could be the real Pisces, the watery, dreamy, dreary Pisces, which have high levels of intuition, but then are die-hard romantics as well. Very emotional people. So what I'm seeing here for pile 3 people, there's a lot of intense energy that's flowing right now through you, around you, from you. It's all a very intense time. Your intuition is running really high with this new moon in Pisces, and you're being asked to meditate and contemplate. I'm just getting so pulled towards both these cards. It's like you can see it all, you can say it all, and you know what is the best for you, what's really happening in your environment. So don't ignore any of these signs, synchronicities, signals. If you are a true Pisces, obviously you won't ignore any of these, but if you don't have that sign strongly in your natal chart, then this is a strong message for you to really feel those intense emotions, feel that intuition that's coming so strongly headed towards you, coming from you, as well as the Spirit is sending you divine signals and synchronicities, because what's really happening here with this Kriya card is you're really in that phase of becoming one with the divine form of yours. You're letting go of any and all fears. There's a major thrust or force that's coming from within you, as can also be seen from this Kali card. And Kali, goddess Kali, is all about Shakti, all about the power from within, the inner force, that thrust. In the book that comes along with this, it says it's actually that force which is equivalent to when the child is pushed out of the womb, or one person meditates, or other forms of pushing yourself forward when you really have that strong conviction from within for doing something in your life. So it's that kind of force that is with you, which is actually putting you into motion, into really making it all happen with this Kriya card right here, right now. It also feels that things are really moving at very high pace right now, and the flow and the push is so high. You should not get overwhelmed by it. Instead, you should feel that thrust, that power, and just keep flowing with it. You are reaching your highest purpose, it seems, over here, pile 3 people. Most of you are getting those strong intuitions as to what is your divine life purpose and how you are reaching there. what is the path forward. So those energies are really intense and very high, and the force, you're being pulled towards your highest purpose, you're rushing towards it. And that is not a negative energy. That's a very powerful force with which you're moving forward, because now is the time that you really are convinced, and you have that major conviction that this is the path that you are wanting to follow, that you are meant to follow. Instead of wanting, I would like to replace it with this is the path that you're meant to follow, and there is nothing stopping you. You have that power of the Shakti, of the ultimate goddess within you right now, and it's also there in your environment. And the kind of strong intuition that you're going through, you need to face any fears, if at all those are coming as blocks to your forward movement, they're coming as blocks on your path. Then you really need to let go of those fears. You need to move forward, basically float. I see a very watery energy here, and if you look at the Kriya card also over here, it feels like she's standing in a beautiful emotions, in a beautiful lake, I would say, and just connecting with the divine, as the divine is really opening up the path, and she's getting the signals or signs or synchronicities, and really feeling that connection with the divine power. Like these feel like those drops of divine abundance that we see in many tarot cards also, especially the moon card which we see. So I'm getting a very watery energy here, and since we are very close to the full moon, which is happening on 3rd of August 2020, the emotions are running high. You need to meditate, and you need to listen to your intuition. Pile 3 people, if you are getting any messages, visions, synchronicities, it's all very true. You are reaching your divine life purpose, and which is also pronounced as dharma over here in this yogic path oracle deck. You are reaching that ultimate place where you've always wanted to be. So you could be in the last few days, you may have experienced a lot of synchronicities or a lot of palpitations in your different chakras, more specifically the third eye and crown chakra, since I'm getting that feeling from this Kriya card over here, that it's the top 2 chakras which are really vibrating, pulsating, and that is how you're feeling very connected to the divine. And if you look at this, there's a very beautiful shade of pink here, mauve and lavender over here, which is talking about all the beauty, the femininity that you might be experiencing in your aura, and feeling as if you are really growing with your divine feminine actually. So you might be very sensitive right now, you might be very intuitive right now, but at the same time you're flowing with these emotions, with these energies, and not stopping yourself, because there is no stopping. This entire spread is about feminine energies, irrespective of what gender you are, but it's all about feminine energy, and the divine feminine is actually growing to an extent that you are co-creating, coming together and co-creating with the cosmos, with the divine highest spirit of yours, to actually lead into something more magnificent than what it is you're experiencing right now. And it could also be, in some cases, the coming together of your divine masculine into your life, into in the coming days. And that is why the divine feminine is growing to that extent, that when you meet your divine masculine, both the energies are going to really merge and become one. So I am seeing that as the coming together of divine feminine and divine masculine in some of the cases, as well as I'm getting a twin flame kind of scenario here for a few of you, that you are really connecting with your twin flame in the 5th dimension. In the 5D, things are really happening, and there's no stopping you right now with the Kali goddess and the Kriya card here, bringing you together with the divine masculine in the 5D. And in the 3D, you might be having strong intuitions related to that, as well as you might be feeling very And teary-eyed at times, but then those are all the emotions that are running high right now as you're experiencing the feminine energies with so much water energy here, the goddess energy here, and intuition energy here. But yeah, these are all elevating you. I'm seeing an elevation happening here for a majority of you pile 3 people who are watching this, and it's an excellent time to actually respect these feelings and this elevation. This is what you've really worked towards. I'm getting that feeling. It's not happening just by chance. It's happening because this is where you have worked towards. This is what you have worked towards over the last so many years of your life, and now finally you are reaching there. You are reaching that connection with the divine. You are going to meet your divine masculine. Some of you have also already met your person in the 5D. Maybe in the 3D also you have met, but then that physical meeting has not yet happened. But then that is the divine spirit is sending you messages to keep going with the flow and not stopping yourself. And the thrust is high, the intensity is high, so do not ignore these. And if there are any related fears or feeling of lack, just entirely let it go. Now let's also read your postcard from Spirit, and I'm going to read out that to you. Dear you, check in occasionally with yourself about your motives behind actions you plan on taking, especially when you have an end game in mind. Is the source of your motivation desire or entitlement? Maybe you're drawn to a certain path because you think it will bring you a feeling related to the outcome you seek, like safety or wholeness. Know that you will see a reflection in the outer world of the motive that drives you forward. Do you need a motive? Can you simply be pulled in the direction your soul calls you towards joy, discovery, growth, or adventure, participating in something compelling and meaningful without trying to define it? So this is where the Kriya card is coming in, that the force that with which you're being pulled towards the divine, towards your life purpose, is so strong right now. So that is why Spirit has this message that can you simply be pulled in the direction your soul calls you towards joy, discovery, growth, or adventure, participating in something compelling and meaningful without trying to define it. If you can, step forward, surrendered to whatever Spirit has in store for you. You will be amazed at how things turn out. Check your motives, then hand them over to Spirit. Everybody here wants the best for you. Life loves you more than you know. So yeah, any sort of fears related to your life path, related to your life purpose, the direction that you're getting pulled towards, just let it all go. Let Spirit take you forward. Like it says over here, step forward, surrendered to whatever Spirit has in store for you. You will be amazed at how things turn out. And that is where the goddess Kali card also comes in. Wherever Spirit is pulling you towards, the thrust, the pressure is really high. So just go with it, just flow with it. Do not try to flow anti to the current. Do not try to go against the current, against the flow. Just keep flowing. And if you look at this meditate and contemplate new moon and Pisces card, if you look at these fish over here, they're just simply flowing. They're just beautifully flowing. They're not opposing the flow. They're not opposing the current. And that is why I'm getting that feeling. And if in this intuition card also, there's a lot of flowy kind of energy here, and the lady who's looking towards the light is very pleased at whatever is being shown to her. So that is how you need to see things. Whatever is being shown to you, whatever intuitive messages are coming to you, just see the light in that, see the positivity in that, and just keep going with the flow. Get pulled towards that divine force that's bringing it towards you. That's bringing you towards it, pardon me. Just go with that flow, and you will feel so much ecstasy, joy, and beauty in it that there's not going to be anything stopping you after that. So let go of any inhibitions, any fears, let go of any motives that are being talked about here. You're not going to be working towards a motive. You don't need a motive. You can just simply get pulled in the direction where your soul calls you. So listen to that soul calling. Keep flowing with that beautifully, pile 3 people. This is an awesome, intense, highly intense, feminine energy, sensitivity, intuitiveness kind of a period right now for you guys. So just keep going with the flow. Don't try to flow against the current. Those are the powerful messages meant for you, pile 3 people. If those resonated with you, leave me a thumbs up by liking this video, share with others, leave me your comments. They'll allow me to get to know you better. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, do click on the subscribe button as well as the bell icon to get further notifications of any future uploads and updates to the channel. As well as if you need a personal reading with me, do get in touch with me via DM on my Facebook, Instagram or Twitter handles. I mentioned them in this video as well as all other videos of this channel. So with that, I send you a lot of love, light and healing. It's an intense time, so take care of yourselves and keep grounding yourself as well as allow yourself to flow to the light. Until we meet again, take care. Bye bye.